Yes, I have James. I'm standing next to Micky Mellon now. Micky, your thoughts on the game?
Obviously pleased to get the result. This time of the season, that's what it's all about. There's always things that we think that we can improve on, but certainly in terms of local derby, scoring a couple of goals, getting a clean sheet, the backing from the fans was magnificent, as we all know. So on all, a good afternoon's work, and we'll look over it. If we need to improve, we'll do that. We'll get back dusted down and back to work again Monday, not getting too carried away.
There was an intensity in your play today, I thought, certainly compared to the home side.
I don't mean to be clever and try and disagree with you. I think we looked like a team that hadn't had a game for a couple of weeks, if I'm honest. I think missing out on the Easter weekend, the journey to Dover looked like it made us a wee bit ring rusty, if I'm honest. I think at times we grew into it, but we could have passed the ball much better and probably been more tidy in certain areas. But in terms of what it's all about at this time of the year and getting results and clean sheets and defending well, I think we did that very well. But we won't get too carried away with everything else. We know that we have to keep improving, and there's a standard that we've set, and we have to try and reach that all the time.
Besides the 2 goals, of course, you rattled the woodwork twice as well.
Yeah, we hit the post twice with 2 fantastic efforts. But no, delighted, clean sheet, result, local derby, everybody's happy.
And Cook took his goal exceptionally well, and I mean, if you're going to score, if there is a good time to score, I mean, just before half-time.
I thought it was a great header. It really was. He deserves all the credit that no doubt will come his way. It's not easy that. He's had to really look that over a number of people, and if it goes anywhere else, it probably doesn't go in. So, no, a terrific header, and he's done that for us for a long time now, so really pleased to see that going on.
Chester were annoyed about the second goal because they thought it was offside, but of course Norwood, he couldn't care less. I mean, he just goes on and scores. I mean, that's basically what a good striker does.
Yeah, I think I was in line with it. Cook would have been offside, but Cook puts his hands up and doesn't take part in the play, and then when it gets slid through, I think it even takes a clip off one of their players before even Norwood goes in behind Astles, yeah. And then he goes 1v1 with the goalkeeper, and we're delighted to see him using his pace and his ability to go on the goalkeeper and slide in.
Now you move on, Gateshead coming up on Tuesday night. Yeah,
but we enjoy this time of the season. It's the business end of the season. It all becomes very exciting. So we enjoy that. We expect to be involved in things like that without sounding arrogant. A club of this size has to be involved in the shake-up in the National League. So we're involved in that, we're enjoying that. The players have done it all before. But we don't get, like I say, I really mean that, we don't get too carried away and too overexcited. It's a big win for the club in our local derby, but we'll get dusted down and recovered, and we'll work hard again Monday and get prepared under the lights on Tuesday night against Gateshead.
Assuming it is the playoffs that you ultimately end up in, do you like this new system where there's sort of 6 teams involved in the playoffs, or would you prefer the home and the leg scenario?
I prefer any system that gets Tranmere success. I don't mind what it is, I'll complain about it at the end, but if it gets a success, I couldn't care what it is. We all know the rules, as I've said last season when we unfortunately came out on the wrong side of it. We all know the rules at the start of the season. It's the way it is. Whether it's right or wrong, I think that's up for argument for other people, but we know what the rules are, we know what you've got to do in order for whatever to happen. But we'll just concentrate on, like I say, Monday, and we'll try and win on Tuesday and carry on from there.
Nick, thanks for talking.
Thank you, good to see you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Just a couple of extra ones, Micky. Since the last time Tranmere played, Macclesfield, up to today, Macclesfield being able to amass 10 points. How frustrating has it been for Tranmere not to be able to play any games and potentially pick up points over Easter?
Regardless of regardless of what Macclesfield do, it doesn't really come into my mind really. We have to just concentrate on our own thing. It's been frustrating for us not to be able to play when we've been in such good form and winning games. You want to keep that momentum going, and obviously to go away down to Dover and be at the ground and have a game called off is frustrating, and I've never known 2 games to be off over the Easter weekend, so that was frustrating for us, but we're professionals and we carry on. we can only take care of our own business, which we did today. We'll come in training Monday and train well, because we always demand that, and then get them prepared to try and win another important game on Tuesday, and we'll keep on doing that until somebody tells us that that's enough.
Tranmere maybe lacked the consistency required to be at the top of the table up to this point, but there's still an opportunity to try and win the last 6 games and put pressure on the Macclesfield. The title's not dead in the water, is it?
Like I say, it's the hardest part of the season now, as you'll see. I don't know what any of the results were today. I just concentrate on my own business, so you can see that things are nervy. I mean, today there's so much to play for. People's fighting for the careers and positions and leagues and all the rest of it. So you just got to concentrate on your own business, try and accumulate as many points as you can, and just keep trying winning games.
How impressed were you with Toller today? He just stretched his legs a lot in the second half.
Yeah, we all know what he's capable of. Again, we know that there's still more to come from him. But that's exciting for us, especially at this time of the season when we didn't have him available last season at this stage. He's a match winner on his day. We've got quite a few of them right through the whole group, so to have as many of them playing as well as possible and being a threat is obviously very important to us.
We're stuck with Norburn and Hughes in the middle of the park from Eastleigh, but there's a few people knocking on the door, isn't there?
Yeah.
Obviously, Drissa Traore not even involved today,
Yeah.
and Wallace on the bench, so is competition really hotting up in that position?
But there is, but it's good, honest competition. Nobody's thrown their toys at the pram. Like I said, the most important thing out of all this, as I've said before, is Tranmere. None of these are bigger than the football club. It's important that the football club wins games of football. That's what we're all here for, to try and achieve. So regardless of who's playing and who's not, the responsibility is on us all to try and win games for the club. If you're not playing, your responsibility is on you to keep fit, and when your opportunity comes along, and I do my job and try and pick teams to win games of football, that you're ready to go again.
1,800 Tranmere fans today probably made it feel a bit more like a home match. It must make you really, really proud to be able to stand out there and pump your fist at the end after a victory.
I'm always very proud to be the manager of Tranmere. That's why I was so keen to come back. I'm proud as anybody to be involved with such a fantastic football club. And yeah, you're right that when you see the support that we get, we have to make sure that we represent them properly and get them as the results and try and get them the type of football that they deserve.
Just finally on Connor Jennings there, hobbled off near the end. Can you just tell us any more about what the problem was?
I think like you, I don't know, it looked like he'd been shot, didn't he? So he looked the wrong side of that, but he'll be alright. I think it's just a wee bit of cramp. Because of the amount of work that he puts in, he's obviously he's come out in the wrong end of that, but he's okay, he's in there now, and everybody's just like you guys having a laugh at his expense, but he's certainly a really important player for us, and would have liked to have him here.